Greetings, folks. This is Enrico Nardini for Play Unplugged TV at playunplugged.com, and I'm here today. You know, in the hollowed halls of Hall D, the miniature room, a long time ago, there was a legend of a game in which a game company owner was picked up for a scoop body slam by an ex-wrestler.
By you.
Absolutely.
Just to prove it.
Yes, and that was my first experience meeting you. You know, since that time, I actually built and painted 2 Dark Age armies, a fantastic game. But you know, David, you're kind of like the Renaissance man of miniatures.
I won't say that. We're still a small indie company. We do come up with a bunch of products now, and some of them are getting a little better noticed.
Absolutely, and you know, you can't think of it without you can't think of better noticed without thinking about Zombicide, and one of the most successful tabletop gaming Kickstarters ever.
Yep, thank you. Well, it's just being at the right place at the right time with a quality product, affordable pricing, and good marketing.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, you know, the thing about Cool Mini or Not that I think is the most exciting is that it really is kind of like you go there and, you know, you're seeing other people's painting, but now, you know, it's evolved over time, and now it's this wonderful miniature shop where you can get miniatures from all different kinds of companies, indies from all over the world, everywhere from, like, you know, England to Poland to France. So what's it like to run a company that has all that going on?
It is, well, it's a lot of little parts. We certainly have a very dedicated community that upload the picture, and also we run painting contests. We have a great shop that has all the indie companies in there, and now we're also moving into publishing, manufacturing, and distribution. So we're many small things combined into one, just to make sure that the hobby and the gaming side is taken care of.
Awesome. Now, you know, we mentioned that you had a successful Kickstarter. You're in the midst of one right now for Sedition Wars also. How do you feel about Kickstarter as a vehicle for getting tabletop games out into the public and getting them funded and all those things?
Well, just like anything else, if you have a quality product, your customers will tell you. Kickstarter is a very good way of judging whether your product is viable, and it let you reward your customers directly. Whereas if you just do a pre-order, you can never tell how much stuff you give away, how much stuff can you afford to give away. Whereas you know exactly what you can do for your fans, and everybody's happy. You get marketing, you get funded, and also you reward your diehard customers that come on board early.
I would also be remiss to not mention Dark Age. What are some of the new releases coming out for Dark Age?
Well, Dark Age is always going to be important for me because, you know, I've been doing Dark Age for over 10 years now. I was one of the original designers. We had the Apocalypse books printed last year at Gen Con, and this year we're going to come out with expansion with the core and with a better version of Johann. The core will be robots. So this we have waited 10 years to do the robots because I feel that there's a lot of competition out there, you know, with War Machine and 40K, you know, all of them have sort of robotic feel to it. So we're very, very careful to make sure that we're ready and before we launch the robot faction.
Very cool, very cool. Any other really cutting-edge Cool Mini or Not news you want to share with the fans?
Well, obviously, Sedition War is a flavor of the month. You know, it's a sci-fi horror board game with tons of great miniatures by Studio McVeigh. If you ever watch Aliens or the upcoming Prometheus, you know, the game plays exactly like what a sci-fi horror movie would be. So you basically have your Vanguard troopers who is trying to complete the mission, and the strain is trying to level up to bigger and better monsters. So you got to kind of weigh the ability to kill them early, or you can just hunker down and wait for them. But if you wait for them, they're going to upgrade and become worse monsters. So there's a lot of urgency and a lot of paranoia, just like in the movies.
Very cool. It sounds awesome. And I liked when I stopped by the booth, you'd mentioned one of your things is to bring these really great miniatures at a very affordable price, and I think that's a very admirable goal.
Well, yeah, you know, with pewter prices going up and resin is not scalable. So, you know, resin stuff get made very, very slowly. This way, if you currently buy miniature from Studio McVeigh, you can go anywhere from $15 to $20. Not to say that they're not worth it; they're beautiful. But when you go through a Kickstarter with this game, you're getting a miniature for like $1.50, right? Same high quality stuff, and this is only possible, if we can get funded with the tooling to make the plastic. So it changes the game a lot for us.
Absolutely, yeah, and that's just once again another advantage of this Kickstarter thing and getting the people behind you, and it's something that you guys have done very successfully.
Yeah, I mean, we think that is the best platform. It's a win-win situation for us, for the customers, and also for just general marketing, even for our distributors, because they're going to get pre-orders for the stores and for the people that miss out on the Kickstarter. I mean, the Kickstarter should only reward a tiny portion of the demographics that's going to eventually play the game. So it's an incredibly effective platform for anybody, really. If they have a viable product and they either need funding or marketing, it's a great way to do it.
So, two parting questions. The first one is, like, working in this game industry, working with, deeply entrenched in the miniatures and things like that, what gets you the most excited? What gets you pumped up to wake up in the morning and, like, go tackle it another day?
Well, with me, because there's so many facets of our company now, every day is different. We have all these projects coming up now, so every day, we're talking about what future products we're going to do, how we're going to up the ante, because with the age of the internet, everything goes very fast. Whatever I do today, someone else can copy the profile or the format, so, and it's flattering. There's nothing wrong with that. We also got pointers from a lot of successful companies in order to get to where we are today. So, we just keep upping the ante and then keep coming up with innovative stuff and, change the dynamics of what we do. So every day is it's fun to go to work. I mean, it's a privilege.
And so my last question is, Cool Mini or Not, so many miniatures, plus Dark Age. You've probably seen more miniatures than most people will ever see. So my question is, of all those minis, do you have a favorite? That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. I mean, it's like you have a bunch of kids, right? So you love them all. You love them all, but you love them all differently. Like I said, Dark Age would always have a special place in my heart just because, I saw it from infancy to now. But, we work with so many talented people, from graphic artists to sculptors. There's something new every day. So it's almost an impossible question for me to answer just because of the sheer volume of stuff that we're doing on a daily basis. Love it all.
Understood. David, thank you so much for a great interview. I really appreciate it.
Always a pleasure. Don't show them the picture of you.
I can't make any promises. All right. This is Enrico Nardini from Play Unplugged and Play Unplugged TV, signing out.